Salam alaikum. Smanu Abiladi Tarzi. Hi, my name is Abdul Tarzi. I'm just going to talk about today about children. I was going to say we should have. It's a new millennium, so think about how you're going to have kids, how you're going to fit kids with your family. There's beautiful kids in my neighborhood, very beautiful children. Where are the children today? There's not that many kids around today. There isn't that many children around today. But the kids are so fun to have. My brother just had a child. His name is Trace. He's so cute. He comes to our house, and everybody's having so much fun. I was had a lot of fun. He's only 2 years old. Well, he's 3 years old, but he started growing from like 1 foot. Now he's like 2 feet. Okay, so with I think child makes you feel really healthy. That's why they have him. Once you see a child growing as an adult, well, you feel. I think you feel very healthy. Uh, I felt better with all this stuff in the news, all the stuff in the corona and all this stuff we heard about COVID-19. When you look at a child, things are very healthy because there's always children, plenty of children. So when the child's grown, you'll feel all right because you as an adult, a lot of times you're not growing from you're stay at 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", but your body you're getting wider. Your body is getting a little bit wider. I'm getting a lot bigger than I was. So you see the child grow, you feel all right because you might be getting a little bigger yourself, but you're not growing taller. Well, my guess is uh, people can grow from the young age, 1 feet tall as a child, 2 feet, 3, 4, 5 feet, 5 feet as an adult, 4 feet as an adult possibly, and then the children can help us grow. Adults can help us grow more. For example, we could go to 5 to 6 foot. You might be able to grow, all your life. Growth doesn't stop at 50 years old or 40 or 20 years old. That's ridiculous because age 125 is just a child. That's ridiculous. So my guess is that children keeps growing. That's just a child. So 25 to 50, you might have half an inch, 1 inch growth or a couple inches. Then 50 to 75, you have a couple inches growth. 75 to 100, you have a couple of inches growth. And your age may improve as well. Because you're growing taller with exercise, walking, you're moving around, and you have good nutrition, good food, good water. We expect people to grow taller. If I can grow wider, wider shoulders, wider legs, my head has actually grown a little bit bigger. I didn't have my head has gotten bigger, and little Trace made me feel that it's all right to grow. He's a little kid. I just saw. I'm the uncle. My brother is the dad, and growth is okay. So you might be able to grow from 5 foot to 6 foot. Okay, we shouldn't just stop there. You can grow from 6 foot to 7 foot. I have another brother, Faisal Tarzi. He's 6'6", 6'6". I have 5 brothers and 1 sister, and I have 1 mom. My brothers are, between 5 foot, 6 foot, and 6'6", almost 7 feet. I think you can keep growing. Basically, you grow to all your life, a couple inches. And you have different periods. You might grow to 4 foot to 5 foot as your young ages, then middle ages 5 foot to 6 foot, and 6 foot to 7 foot when you're about 50 to 100 years old. You keep growing. That'd be good because this is the whole thing is it's all about growth today. Here, let me show you real quick how I came up with this. Well, besides, people are growing very tall, but there's also the trees. The trees here. The trees are pretty tall. All right. The trees don't stop. That'd be ridiculous if we say, "Hey, the trees only grow at age 1 to 25." The trees may be grown to 25, 50, and 50, 75, 75, 100, 100 to, some trees are as old as 200, 300, 400 years old, and it keeps getting bigger, keeps getting bigger. So a lot of these ideas, if we in a new millennium, you may have better growth. I know it's good to grow bigger, and it's very healthy. My teeth grew a little bit. My hair grows. So children grow all the time. If a child can grow, so can adults. Adults need the growth a lot because you have 75 years or so of growth, and we're not growing because there's some principles. Somebody has made a mistake, and they've put in the computer systems or technology systems that, hey, you may not be grown, but you are. It grows. There's growth in water, in the food, nutrition, our exercises, our education and job. People keep growing. Just like the tree keeps growing all 100 years or a couple 100 years, human beings should also, I think humans still grows. You should see how fast these kids are growing. There's some Persian kids, a couple of Persian kids here, and there's some European kids. Oh, there's a European girl that was just in hi, how are you? There's some European girl that was just in high school or something, and she's pretty young. She's as tall as me right now. I can't believe how fast the kids grow. So what I want to see is that we have good heights. Right here, I'm trying to see that we have good heights between 5 foot to 6 foot, 7 foot. That's pretty cool. That'd be really nice. I don't have a maximum for height myself. So I do like some. I've seen some children and some adults at 4 feet tall, and they look pretty cool. By some of the, I saw them, I think, somewhere in the park or some of the workplaces, some of the stores. At 4 to 5 foot, I saw they were still adults. Some were children. Then I saw them at 5 foot to 6 foot. That's myself. Then 5 to 6 foot, 7 foot. So it's possible that we all can grow 6 foot, 7 foot. Now, as far as 7 feet to 8 feet, I'm not sure. But how big the street is, the indication of the trees and the street. You see how big the homes are here. My guess is you can grow 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 feet tall in your lifetime. Many people, I would say a good number will grow. At 30% will grow 4 feet to 5 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, 30%, and the population 6 foot to 7 foot, 30% population. Maybe 7 feet to 8 feet could be about 10% just starting. But like 1 in 10 could be 7 foot to 8 feet. It all depends. It depends on yourself. It depends on our society. It's about happiness. My neighbors are so happy right now, smiling, happiness, and it's about you have to change some things. You have to have to grow, and I think that's what happens with nature. You need to have some. You need to have peace. You got to have peace in the world. So you'll just have peace, and you would have peace and kindness, like peace and kindness or peace and health, something like that. Peace by itself can't get you these trees to grow or people. You need like peace and kindness or peace and health. And I think growth is very possible. We need growth for the planet to do well, for humans to do, for the human species to grow, survive. Because you're also in competition with a lot of other things. I only compete with trees. People, I compete with people. That's all. You're in competition all the time with other things. Now you're in competition with animals. See, you are in competition with that's one of the Persian guys right there. Nice guy, and he has a nice sister too. But human is in competition with cars. See how fast the cars are moving. Human is in competition with animals, like a dog, horses. Horses I'd say about 7.5, 8 feet tall. So if a horse can get tall, so can human. And also, you're in competition with birds that are flying. So we're looking at that. You have good transportation. The cars are very good for you, the transportation wise, for growth. Planes are very good, boats and stuff. The transportation helps you grow as well. Walking, all that helps you. Good family helps you. Good neighborhood. You see how a neighborhood has to be peaceful. You need good peaceful neighborhoods to grow. So in order for you to grow, you gotta basically get to walk. You see, I'm walking right now. I want to walk. I want to see more people walk. Basically, if you can move from this right here, see this road, always straight. You should walk on the curb first. You're gonna grow. You're gonna grow taller. It's not just growth taller. I'm talking about a good build as far as your muscles, as far as your actual how you walk. You see, you need to walk straight. You got to walk normal. And people don't walk as much here, but there's a lot of cars. There really is a lot of cars here. See that? That's a small gardening landscaping. But you see, landscaping doesn't get you growth. You see, landscaping. I have a lot of friends that are landscaping, Mexicans, and they look like Americans, sometimes even Afghan looking. Here, my cousin was a landscaper. Landscaper work is not as much growth. I tell you why. You need to walk, sit, stand, lay down. You have to walk, sit, stand, lay down right to grow. And have good nutrition, walking and sitting, stand, laying down. The job is one type of growth, but the walking for yourself, for human to grow taller, healthier, walk on the roads, you really need that the right movement of yourself, and then also the right nutrition. Now you gotta think. For example, today we have the vehicle, okay, and today we have walking. So you gotta basically, you have to balance it. We need a balance. How you can balance between walking and moving and your family life is very important. And then you also got to balance it with the cars. So, for example, here's a road that if I can walk over to the curb over there, we're going to be taller. If you can walk to the curb over there, and this road is everywhere, you're going to be taller. You see that? You see that car? You can't walk to the other side, and you see the car is bigger than you. Well, I don't want to be that large, but I want to be able to walk to the other side, and so I can get taller. Now, a lot of kids, I see them all the time here. They try to ride a bicycle. They try to walk and run that way, and it's very hard to get to the other side. And our height stays small compared to the trees. They're always outside. Compared to the animals, maybe some birds and birds flying out there, dogs and everything. You can learn a little bit from that, but I learn from humans. I don't need cars that much. I don't need animals at all. I learn from human. There's Louis right there. That's one of my neighbors. He's a nice guy. He's actually he has 5 brothers as well. I talked to him. And he has a mom. He has no sisters. He's a very nice guy. He works and he helps with walls, and he paints walls. Anyways, so I'm talking about growth. growth is at how human height and nutrition, how we can stay healthier. It depends on several factors. It depends on yourself, your human body movement and walking and sitting, standing, laying down, and using good languages, good nutrition, good family value, good family, and good neighborhoods. But yes, there's growth in work. Absolutely, I'm for work, and there's growth in work as well. So let me see. I'll talk about today and more about myself, more about walking, sitting, standing, laying down, and how you're moving and you're able to see. Okay, that influences the human growth. It's probably more than any other factor. Okay, so I'm walking here. Okay, and I'm moving. As I move, you see how I'm moving on the curb. I'm able to walk. As I move, that influences my balance and my shoulders and legs and everything to grow right. Okay, that influences how I breathe, how I see the world. The second component is the vision. Okay, as I move here, my vision, and I have good vision, good parks here. Okay, see how the trees are here, neighborhoods. Generally, there's more people in here. There's more people. Having good people to see, that influences when you see good neighborhoods and you see good kids, good adults, that influences how to grow well, how to grow taller, and also how to not only to grow taller, but to have good what's the word I'm looking for? Well, you're growing taller, and you see there's some people that, yes, they're growing 7 feet tall, but they're not walking. Or they might be 6 feet tall, they're not walking enough. There's a person I know at the park, she, let me show you. Next time if she's here, she walks like this, okay? Like that. Like that. She walks like that. Like curb to curb, like that. Like dancing almost. They walk like that. There's a person I know in the park that walks like that, a lady. She's about my age, and her other friends are walking normal. So how did that happen? Well, you really have to. We gotta study that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think it's the whole experience of people has to be. We should be more healthier, be more peaceful. I think there's also the walking from a young age is missing. A lot of people are taking the bus. A lot of people are taking a car to school. When I was young, the school teacher showed me how to walk as a child, and I can walk every day now. And then I walked from my home with kids and everything. I would walk from my home directly to school, and I use the curb like this. I generally never cross the other side. I use the curb just like this, and I'll get to school. I'll walk there. Sometimes, rarely did I have, for a couple of years, I had a bicycle. But I try to use the curb. Now, to get to the other side, there was times I had to get to the other side as a child. And now, as a child, I was very cautious. I never got hit in the United States ever. But now, because the cars, there's more cars, I'm not as cautious, but we have to be more cautious here too. I mean, not just me. I've seen my brothers or some kids, they cross the other side. The adults seem to cross more to the other side. And what I think we need is a good policy, something new for the vehicles. So children and adults can both walk. That would be so amazing that'd be great if we look at some new ideas about walking from curb to curb on the street itself. Say I want to get to over there because there's a church on the other side, or let's say I want to get over there, there's a Starbucks on the other side. Let's say I want to get to the other side, and that park over there's a park right there. Now I'm going to show you real quick what I mean. We want to be able to walk to the other side, because that actually, when you get to that park, that actually, it not only increases your vision to see people, it influences your balance and walking, and you're a lot healthier. But you have to be able to walk from your house to the nearby places, like a nice park or nice places to walk. So I mean, this is only from my house. This is about a mile or so. It's not even that far. This is simple. So here, this is the major problem right here. There is a problem, definitely. But this is something you and I can fix. So I'm trying to get to the other side right now. And there's the cars. Yeah, they have stop signs, but that's not good enough. There's a lot of children, there's a lot of adults that go to the park the other side every day. Okay, there's a park. And it's just impossible to get to the other side. It's like crazy. The car guys are very, very strong here. The people here want an exercise. I want an exercise too. You can see they're a little bored in the car life. They don't have for good intelligence, not only vision, but the entire human package. They don't have this. They don't have their mind is not functioning well in the car, because I used to be in the car. They're not able to breathe the fresh air. See that? You see, they're not able to breathe the fresh air. And the skin and everything, they're not getting good nutrition. Their clothes, you can't see their clothes. If you can't see their clothes, they're not growing. You see how we gotta see everything. They're basically, you see that they're just inside the car. The house is yours. You can live in the house, and you got a nice roof on top, but you got a beautiful family, and you have nice windows and everything. You gotta see this. Then, as far as your car, that's too much roof. If you're not seeing, look, that's too much roof. If the nation, the universe doesn't see you, you're not gonna live for a millennium. Why do you think these trees grew? They've been around probably longer than you and I have. Why do you think these trees grew? Well, the nature, the universe, and other factors saw these beautiful trees, and they started growing big. So what I'm saying is, you gotta come out here and check it out, and you can grow. Well, yeah, I like the sand here. Where is it? Can you see? I saw the sand. I still like the sand here. That's small, but it has other functions. It's still outside and it's able to see. So what I'm saying is, there's so many functions of human that we have in our bodies, but we don't use it because you gotta be seen outside here. There's nobody outside here, and you're just inside the house, you're just inside that car, so humans not gonna grow. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm a little bit concerned because you see what I'm looking, people are inside the car, it's just a machine. If you don't look at their faces and you can't see their faces, it's just a machine. And a person's not grown, but the car is, because something in the planet is working, and your vision is seeing the car, so the car is able to grow bigger and larger, very nice looking cars. But your vision from outside, from this perspective here, this is the perspective Earth, okay? For your vision doesn't see a human being at all. So we're not growing tall. We don't have the colors of a car. All blue, all purple, brown cars, orange. And clothes are one thing, but you really need to come outside you'll see yourself. You'll check it out. Coming outside, really helpful to walk here on the curbs, and possibly in the future, at least half of this lane for walking, driving over there maybe, or no driving. Right this place right here, no driving at all, because there's nothing you're gonna get from this driving, nothing. Right here, no driving. That's my opinion. It's just my opinion. But because there's nothing you're getting from the you can see that it has to be seen, okay? Everything that's seen is large and beautiful. People are beautiful as well, but it has to be seen to get all your functions. You're already beautiful, but when they're seen, you're gonna get your functions. You see how I'm looking at the tree I've seen from the vision of this planet? It's like you don't want to be seen. Okay, you see how those are bushes, you see here's some beautiful flowers, and see how these flowers are growing, and you see how that there's a big beautiful houses, and I'm a human's beautiful person as well. but you got to be out here to be seen. Once when you're seen outside, then you're grown within this nature. You see, this is a big, huge nature. It's all grown together. Here's a sky, a blue sky. You see, that's a beautiful blue sky. You got to be seen with the blue sky and the beautiful ground, green ground, in order to grow. Now, I'm hoping that people start coming outside, and in the millions to come outside and start walking and taking your streets. I'm hoping the government sees this, and the government and the people, the business sees this and says, I don't want to be trapped inside the house. I don't want to be trapped inside the blue car. I don't want to be trapped inside a GMC. I don't want to drive a Toyota 400. I don't want food delivered like that in those trailers. They'll be. I just want to walk around here. Yeah, we're gonna have all that stuff, but you know what? You gotta be seen in your neighborhoods. Those cars could go freeway. That's a different situation. That's for freeway and highway. But in your neighborhood, where the residential life is, only human needs to be seen with all this beauty. You know, if kids go to school, their bones are ready for it. So is adults. Your bones are all ready for it. You're strong enough. I'm walking right now. You are healthy enough. And so I'll go to the other side. It is a little bit risky. The folks that are actually doing things right, like walking, there are a lot of people in the morning. It's not just me, by the way. The cars, I mean, there's something wrong here, because as I go to the other side, these cars are very wrong. They can hit me any day, and my beautiful legs can go. Your beautiful head can be hit here, and who's responsible? Well, if the government helps us and the city planners help us from here, and all nations, I'm not talking about America, all nations. If the city planners and everybody helps us, the laws help us, they can remove this factor and you can start growing as a human being. You're not going to have this little pain here, a little pain here, a little corona here, a little ACB here. None of that. That's all fake. Well, first of all, this is a beautiful planet. Look at the sky. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the trees. Isn't that beautiful? They're lying to you. They're trapping you in. Don't worry, it's a new millennium. But really, you built all this, okay? A lot of this you built. So there's no AIDS here on the grass. There's no TB, and the planet is growing. There's no cancer in the sky. You're part of this. You're really part of this. There's no cancer inside the vehicle, the car. You're part of this planet. So you don't have those. Those are just 5, 6 words to hold you down. You can't put on your head. You can't put on your head cancer, TB, AIDS, and that kind of stuff. You're not allowed. When I go across the other road, the guy in technology is in my mouth. But I have these ideas all my life. You know, the best actors and the best singers. So go look at the TV, all the soap operas. Go look at all the musicians. They're all walking. Nobody's inside the car. Nobody. All the best musicians. I was looking at the music yesterday. They're having so much fun like I am. They're dancing in the streets. They're having so much fun like I am. They're having so much fun. And basically, none of them have a car. The soap opera people have the best clothes. You saw all those beautiful, good clothes. But you see how they have a bigger budget. They work with like 20, 30 people in one house or in one area. I work by myself, but when I get to the park, there's a lot of people there. Let me see. But you know, those people are having so much fun, and the park people are having so much fun. All we have to do is get the vehicles out of here and get your ground returned, you know? See, let me see if I can get to the other side real quick. I generally won't do it. I've done this only recently. I'm not sure if I can. It's a nice park. If there's no cars, I'll do it. But look, one day your luck is going to run out. With these cars, okay, yeah, I'll do it today. But if you live here 10 years, that's like 300 times, 365 times you got to get to the other side. 365 times. How am I getting to the other side 365 times? One of these days, my luck, your luck is going to run out. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand your car idea at all. This is so ridiculous. And just try to get to the park. Now, like I said, freeway develop the freeway for that, for your car, your clothing, if you want to bring it, your nutrition and food and water. You get the freeway to some of these automobiles there, but nothing here. You just walk. Nothing. Would I take a bicycle as an adult? Not even a bicycle. Nothing, because hey, the tree doesn't have a bicycle. It can stand all day. You're walking, and you're able to see, and the tree, and you want a bicycle? These trees don't have a bicycle. They don't have a car. And look how tall they are. Okay? They don't have no bicycle. There's no cars. There's no scooters. And look how big they are. And it's so fresh, the refreshing air with the trees. That's what we expect for human beings. It's something. It's not impossible. That's something. Anybody can do it. All right. Let me see. It's not. This is. Within the law, I'm right. But within to get to the other side, within the law, I'm right. Except there's cars here. What happens there? Well, the dangerous thing here is that a person like myself, I have the right to get to walk. I have the right to move. The cars don't have that right to interfere with my walking and my human growth. And remember, if you're so small and tiny, you're trapped in these, you may not even be surviving for the year 2500. You may not be around to the year 3000. And this is a great millennium, the millennium of survival. The best millennium. The reason is it's the second millennium. All millenniums are very good. But we expect this one as the very finest millennium. This is the 2 eyes millennium, 2 eyes, second millennium. Vision, and people, they've worked on it. This kind of thing is not by myself. They worked on this for a couple thousand years. Look at every bird works with this. All the trees work with this. All the lights work with this. All the cars already work with this. So, I'm not asking for much. Just all we gotta do is put the cars in the freeway. That's all I'm asking for. And let people walk around, not just the curb, the whole street. I'm gonna try. You see, there's a stop sign there, but I don't have a signal, and the signal's too far away. A lot of people can't get to the signal. We don't know how to get to the signal, okay? The law has to protect people that walk. Pedestrian comes first. You know that. The pedestrian comes first. You understand that. You see, then if a pedestrian comes first, I've got to go over there, and there's no signal. The cars can hit you, even with this signal. The signal doesn't help us. As a walker, the signal doesn't work. Okay, so here I am. I'm walking. I'll run real quick. Although that's very unsafe, I'm gonna do it because I gotta walk a little bit. Okay, so now I stop here. Wait till the cars are gone. Okay. Now those folks are. Now I'm just gonna get to the other side real quick. All right. I got to the other side. My name is Abdul Tarzi. Okay, so now I'm safe here, but I don't want to do that.